Hello! Hello, I suppose it's time once again that I subject you all to the horrors of the made-in-China market. And as I'm sure you expect, I've got another item of electronic rubbish to show you, but before we get on with that, there's just one thing wrong with this picture. By that, I don't mean the picture itself, because there's actually nothing wrong with that, but with the video overall, and that is that I am not, in fact, Dr. Ashen. So I highly suggest that you watch his videos. You'll see the link there on the bottom of the screen, I hope. There we go. They're quite a bit better than my videos, but for those who have elected to stay, here's the item in question. The Omega Trackball mouse, or Trackball pointer mouse, PS2, as this UPC so helpfully demonstrates. The reason I bought this here is because of its unique shape. We can see on the back, it looks a bit like a Star Trek phaser. Basically, you've got 3 buttons on the top, but the button on the bottom, the trigger, is actually the first button as well. The trackball is helpfully built along the bottom as the most comfortable and controllable operation by nobody in particular, because it's not like this is a magazine review or something. Anyway, you'll notice I've already opened the package because I've been playing with it. Had to get some material from somewhere, you know. Let's get it open here. Why, these packages are fragile. Don't think I need that much. Of course, like so many things out of China, it comes with a very decidedly unhelpful instruction manual. A few of my favorite bits over here, because of course it's in terrible English. Nobody's going to understand half of this. Under step 4, we've got: you can use the trigger or left 0 button to look the screen, toggle the middle button, then control the trackball to roll your screen scroll bar freely. There's other stuff in here too. Under features, XY dimensions can be controlled sensitively simply with the thumb. And finally, the coup de grace, so they call it. This equipment has been teated and found to comply with the limits of a Class B digital device pursuant to Part 15 of the FCC rules. I wonder how you teat a product. You expose it to cows or something. Anyway, not even hardly worth looking at anymore. Anyway, here's the unit. It apparently comes in a USB version as well as a PS2 version, but the store I bought it at, Norvac Electronics here in Beaverton, is apparently trying to get rid of their back stock, and they only had the PS2 ones available. So, you got your thumb ball up top, 3 buttons on top, and then a trigger, which makes it all the more Star Trek phaser-like. Phasers to thud! Pew, 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 pew. Alright, enough of that. So yes, of course you're wondering what could possibly be wrong with a trackball like this, and that's why I have a testing machine handy right next to me, which, as it happens, I'm actually reading portions of my script off of, as you'll see here. Yes, how very professional. Now, this being a PS2 device and not a USB device, most of you are probably going to be balking at my decision to plug it in while the system is still on. I say, screw you, it works. Anyway, not sure if you can see it, but maybe if I put it over the... Yes, it does work. However, you can't hold it at just any angle and expect it to work perfectly. The ball feels remarkably loose whenever you hold it vertically. And I have no idea what this hole on the front is for, except to fuel those Star Trek fantasies of mine. But honestly, the unit doesn't feel very cheap and plasticky at all. I mean, the only thing I found wrong with it at first was maybe a couple of small unshaved bits of plastic here at the base, but that was easy enough to file off with a... You know, I don't even remember what I filed it off with. I think I might have actually used my teeth. But yes, this is definitely remarkably well built, outside of the occasional issues with the trackball. Again, don't use it upside down, much like any trackball. And this isn't an optical trackball like most of Logitech's more recent offerings. It's your traditional pins and rollers kind of trackball, the kind of mouse nobody makes anymore because optical has overtaken everything. It's also very, very hard to get out of its little casing. Quite unlike the Logitech Marble Mouse, which is my preferred sort of trackball. If I have to work with a trackball at all. My G5 pretty much handles most of it. But yes, you'll see. Mess around with my desktop here for a bit. Surprisingly accurate. You'll probably have to clean it out once or twice a month. But outside of that, quite well built. And the much touted 3D scroll operation is just a middle button, really. And I honestly have no idea why the thumb button and the trigger do exactly the same thing. I mean, if it were me, I would have set this to a fourth mouse button of some type. But then that's me, not the Chinese that built this. And yes, it is made in China, because I looked at the back of the package, where it says, here at the bottom, made in China. So, yes, there you have it. There's the unit. And my apologies to Dr. Ashen for ripping off his format so badly.